This is Ashes of the Singularity with the Escalation expansion. This is running on an Intel Core i7-2600 with 16 gigs of RAM and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780 video card. Currently, I have it on, it's basically a mid-level. It's a little bit hard. It's not quite as cut and dry as low, medium, high on this one, but it's essentially a mid-level setting. So it seems like everybody I see on my channel has something to say about frame rate. So since a lot of people aren't familiar with this game, I'm going to give kind of a little background on this one. You're not going to see this game running at many tens of frames, and you're going to see little slowdowns like that. This game more thoroughly utilizes a computer than most normal games. You've got to render all of this crap, and then on top of that, on top of rendering everything to make it look good, you've got tons of mathematics going on in the background, both using your processor and the RAM, because you've got, depending on how far into the game you are, like this is a game, in order for me to get it to this level, I have to use the save game file that I'm several hours into. This one was 94 minutes in, so I'm, an hour and a half into this game at this point. Which means I have thousands of units and structures and stuff built that the computer is doing mathematics for, and the computer always builds more than you. It's almost impossible to keep up with the computer, hence my play style where I basically barricade myself in until I build enough units to kill him. But the computer takes over the whole map, so he's got basically worthless low-end units, because that's what the computer always does. Filling the map. So it's doing mathematics for my units and his units that you can't even see. So this isn't a game that you're going to see running at hundreds of frames a second. I think even on my 9900K, I think at max settings, I can't remember. I think I have a video somewhere of it, but I think it's like 50 or 60 FPS, even on that super high-end system, because it's just, there's so much going on, you don't see massive high frame rates. So I just wanted to throw that out there before I get comments on, oh my god, it's only running at 28 FPS. That's actually really good. A lot of systems I see can't even keep this in double digits. I mean, it's really that bad if you don't have the settings all the way turned down. So anyway, I'm going to play a few minutes of this just so people can get an idea of how this runs. So as you can see, I'm absolutely annihilating the computer. One of the things with these games is that, as a general rule, the computer does not seek out the most capable units. The computer likes to make mass quantities of low end units that, I mean, if you've got enough of them, they can do a lot of damage. But once you have those kind of numbers in battleships versus his crappy individual little guys here, he can't touch you. And that's how the computer, it kind of sucks too, because it means I'm pretty sure most of these individual units take the same amount of computing power, so it's basically a bunch of wasted crappy units on the map. It's kind of dumb, but most of these games have always been this way. You can try to change the way the AI works, like the type of AI, but I find that only does so much. Okay, so this should give everybody a pretty good idea of Ashes of the Singularity on an upper mid-range system like this. Runs decent. I mean, like I said before, you're not gonna be putting up crazy frame rate numbers. You're just not. I mean, you'd have to spend so much money on a system to get something that could really max this. And the thing with this game is that unlike a lot of these real-time strategy games, this game does not have a unit cap, which means if you play long enough and you play a large enough map with enough character or with enough players, you will bring any machine to its knees. I think I read somewhere that they've tested this up to like 20,000 units on the map, and so it's literally just a matter of time. No matter how much computer you have, eventually this basically expands into whatever you have to be able to run it. Anyway, I hope everybody finds this interesting, and thanks for watching the video.